Hello everybody and welcome back to the Outdoor Channel. Behind me is our tow vehicle. This is a pretty heavily modified Silverado Trail Boss, and we have a product review for you today. This is a windshield sunshade. This is from a company called Pigenius, and this is one of the companies you can buy from on Amazon. And this is designed to go on the inside of your windshield to help protect it from the sun, try to keep your truck a little bit cooler. So what we're going to do today is take this out of the box, get it set up. Tomorrow is going to be around 80 degrees or so, not the hottest day out here, but we are in the dog days of summer. Even though it's only going to be around 80 degrees, it usually gets a lot hotter inside the truck there. Have a couple thermometers. We're going to take some temperatures before and after and see how well it works. So that's all coming up next. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing, show you everything that comes with the package here. Again, you can get these on Amazon, get them shipped right to your house. We're going to go ahead and get started here. And in typical Amazon fashion, they send you something in a box that's way too big. So this comes in a nice protective sleeve here. You can see the company name here on the bottom. We'll go ahead and flip this around. What's kind of nice about that is you can put it away when you're not using it. This is the side that's going to face the exterior of the vehicle, and here's the side that's going to face the interior of the vehicle. You can see the perforations here, so this folds up pretty nicely, tucks out of the way. All right, we're getting ready to move on to the testing portion of the video. As you can see, we've taken a truck and moved it to a nice sunny area here on the side of the road. Like I said at the beginning of the video, our high today is going to be somewhere around 80 degrees. You can see that here with this little Amazon thermometer we have here. At the time of filming this, we are definitely in the dog days of summer. This is late August. Basically going to see how much the interior of the truck kind of cooks here as we approach midday, and then we'll take a reading, and then we'll go through, add the windshield visor, and then see if it cools the truck down any. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's go ahead and bring this somewhere where it's a little bit easier to read with the camera. So I'm not sure that it feels like 120 degrees in here, but certainly just feeling the heat when I open up the door, it's definitely toasty. We are going to use the same thermometer for the next part of the test. We're going to let this cool off in here, put the windshield deflector on here, and see what this says. As you would imagine, the install is going to be pretty straightforward. Shiny side goes to the outside. Designed to go around the mirror. It does reasonably form fit into the windshield here, and you put these visors down. And as you can see, most of the windshield here is pretty well covered. You may have noticed, maybe not, when I was doing the install that I do have a dash cam up there. Now, fortunately, mine is on a hinge, so I can move it ever so slightly to make room for this. It's still picking up anything going on outside the truck there. But if you have a dash cam or something else that's, up here in this area, you may need to consider what to do with that. All right, it got a little bit warmer than what was advertised for today. See if I can get the camera to focus on that a little bit there. So we're going to go ahead and take a peek inside and see how well the temperature is doing. You can see the sun is still very much out, and instead of being somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 degrees, we're about 109 degrees. So about 11 degrees-ish cooler than it was a little while ago. And just like the last test, now that I have the door open, you can see the temperature is starting to drop a little bit. A couple of notable things in here. In both cases, I did leave the skylight open Didn't plan it that way, just that's kind of what happened. And I'm not entirely sure if these are the most accurate thermometers out there, but it was the same thermometer for both tests. But just being in here and not having the sun beat down, having this sunshade here, it is noticeably cooler in the truck than it was earlier in the day. And of course, taking this back out, kind of a non-event, just flip your sunshades back and you can begin to fold and collapse this back up. And if you want to put it back in the bag, you certainly can. All right, as we wrap things up, I always thought these things were kind of gimmicky. I've seen them around. These types of devices have been out for a very long time, and I never thought much of them. Actually, thought they were kind of cheesy looking. It wasn't until I got one myself and actually tried it on the truck that I realized that they actually work. You saw the temperature differences from when it was just out in the sun baking, without one, to what it was even hotter later in the day with having one on, and how much of a difference that it made. Easy to install, easy to pack and put away. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to continue using this. Now, as far as these cheap Amazon thermometers, you can question how accurate they are. I get it. But you also can look at what the weather forecast was for today and how not so accurate our weatherman was, so you can take that for what it's worth. In any case, I appreciate you watching the video. If you would, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel quite a bit, and we'll see you next time.